Hello everyone, welcome again to the channel. Thank you so much for watching my videos and welcome in today's episode. Now, today's video we're going to be talking about Casper and the battle for the future. We're going to be explaining how Casper is going to really influence and it's going to really change how we see payments in the future. And I think it is currently doing the revolution now, but most people are not noticing this type of evolution. Now, during these times, during the market dumps, during the market dips, it's the point whereby everyone forgets about what made them enter into crypto in the first place. I've been seeing a lot of people like complaining about the price of Casper, complaining about the price of most of the cryptocurrencies. But when you come into crypto, the market dips is something that you always expect. You always expect the price of most of the digital assets to go up and to go down. It's not only even the crypto markets, it is all over the markets, be it foreign exchange, be it stocks, be it everything. The market goes up and it goes down. That's the nature of the markets. Now, when I see people like trying to give up right now, I just wonder, because I think we are just getting started. We are in the early phases of Casper. And I think when you see the current prices and what is going on in the crypto ecosystem, what is going on in the economic landscape, I think most people don't know exactly what is happening, and I'm going to share everything with you in this video. So if you like this video, don't forget to hit the like, don't forget to subscribe. It really helps these videos get spread to a lot of people. I think a lot of people need to know exactly what is going on behind the scenes. Not a lot of people bring this to light. Not a lot of people know exactly that there's a big shift that is happening behind closed doors. And those people who realize what is happening behind closed doors are the ones that are not even worried. I am not worried. Even if I see Casper like going down, I'm not worried, because it's a great opportunity to get more Casper. It's a great opportunity to pack up more and more Casper. So, but for the people who don't know what is happening, they're the ones that are going to be crying about the price, like Casper is dumping, Casper is going down. Casper is dumping because it wants to give you an opportunity to buy more. The price of Casper is going to go high. That is for sure. And this is not financial advice, but I believe the price of Casper is going to go up. You don't expect the price of Casper to stay this low, like at 0.08, at 0.1, at 0.2, at 0.3, 0.5. These are cheap prices. These are the prices that you are going to be crying for in the future. You're going to be crying for these prices. But most of the people don't want to take advantage of these prices. Instead, people keep on crying, keep on blaming the devs, blaming the community. There's a lot of fragmentation right now. And when you notice this, it's because of the market performance. People have been squeezed to maximum pain because most of the people perceive out of people in terms of emotions. People become emotional. People become so angry. Anything that is going to hurt their investments, people are going to react with so much anger. That's what we are seeing right now. But for the people who know exactly what is happening behind the scenes, they know where to position themselves. The first thing we're going to see is that there's a lot of big adoption in terms of crypto stablecoins. There's regulatory framework that is being created. We're going to start with this announcement from Reuters, which says some US banks explore venturing into crypto with a joint stablecoin. Now, it says some of the big exploring whether to team up to issue a joint stablecoin. The Wall Street Journal reported on Thursday. The conversation have so far involved companies co-owned by JP Morgan Chase, Bank of America, Citigroup, Wells Fargo, and other large commercial banks, the report said. So this is something that you would never expected back in, let's say, in 2017, back in 2013. Like banks teaming up in order to launch a joint stablecoin. This is something that I think people would have never expected back in the days, but it is happening. And when you look at the current prices, people are so reactive, people are so angry. But what is happening behind the scenes? These big players know exactly that crypto is taking over. There's a shift that is happening in terms of payments, and I think Casper is going to lead the line. We have another announcement saying that Visa bridge partner to launch stablecoin linked cards. So these are not just little players, these are not just small boys, these are big whales. And once you understand that these people know exactly what is happening and they're making big moves, this is not something that most people are talking about. You can see this announcement says Visa and stablecoin infrastructure provider Startup Bridge are partnering to offer stablecoin linked Visa cards to customers across multiple countries in Latin America. which the companies say will allow users to make everyday purchases in cryptocurrency tokens. Now, do you think that these are going to be using Bitcoin as a cryptocurrency payment system? They're going to be using Casper because it is the fastest, the most decentralized proof of work cryptocurrency. They're not going to be using some slow cryptocurrencies. They're going to be using really fast cryptocurrencies, and they're not going to be using Ethereum, definitely, because of the high gas fees. They're using Casper. So Casper is positioning itself apart from Bitcoin, because Bitcoin is already a store of value. People are now buying Bitcoin and expecting the price of Bitcoin to go. Not going to be using Ethereum. They're not going to be using other centralized chains. They're going to be using Casper, which is a proof of work decentralized cryptocurrency, and this is going to really drive the price of Casper into insane levels that most people not. Another big announcement, and I think this is a very big one, saying that JP Morgan Chase, Bank of America, and others might launch their own crypto. It's the same announcement as the previous one, but back in the days, we know that these banks were calling cryptocurrency fraud. They were calling cryptocurrency for terrorists. They are calling it a scam. But now they want to launch their own crypto. Like, guys, this is the most bullish news that you would ever want to receive, but people are still fearful. People are still, afraid. Cryptocurrency is being adopted by governments, by big institutions, by even banks. Now even banks want cryptocurrency. And why do these banks want cryptocurrency? Because they understand that the shift has already happened. No one wants to use the old traditional infrastructures. They want to use the new fast ways of payment. And if this cryptocurrency and blockchains cannot deliver that, if you have a cryptocurrency that is slow, if you have a cryptocurrency that has high gas fees, why not use centralized systems? Why not use banks instead? But if you have a cryptocurrency like Casper, which is fast, scalable, proof of work, decentralized, then I think adoption is just going to happen, and adoption is inevitable. The announcement says latest partnership with OKX and Nove will unlock a 360-degree approach where consumers can spend stablecoins and merchants can receive them. I think when you talk about peer-to-peer electronic payment system, this is something that Casper is specialized in. This is a specialization of Casper. So I think they're really going to adapt Casper. So what I'm thinking is that MasterCard understands that crypto is the future. Why don't you front run these big players and being involved in Casper? Because most of the people don't know anything about Casper. Most of these big institutions are trying to find something that is already available. They are trying to look for a cryptocurrency. They are trying to look for a stablecoin. I think most of the big institutions are trying to find a method of payment that is really fast, that is really cheap, and they don't know that Casper exists. Maybe they know, or maybe they don't know. That's not something I'm sure about, but I think they are looking for something like Casper. And for the big institutions, for the people who already noticed that Casper is the future, for example, the Casper key, they noticed already back in the days that what they wanted to provide and the way they wanted to operate is going to be efficient if they use Casper. Now, these big institutions, one day they are going to realize that we have Bitcoin, but at the same time we have Casper, which fulfills the original mission of Bitcoin. And once they understand that, they are going to go all in Casper. So we have a crypto post from Travelan saying, I genuinely love Cas. It is the only coin that gives me the same feeling as old school Bitcoin OGs. A coin that went from next to zero to billions due to true belief and no paid shilling and concrete revolutionary achievement in proof of work history. Smart contracts soon, long awaited. So there's a lot of development that is happening in the Casper ecosystem, and don't be focused on the drama. Don't be focused on the drama around the X account, the drama between the community members, the co-developers, and the Casper community. That is not the real focus. We should be focused on the good things that are being created in the community. That's why I just want to focus on in the internal matters that are happening in the ecosystem, but we don't get to see what is happening around the crypto ecosystem. And I can tell you that a lot of good work is being done behind the scenes, and not a lot of people recognize this. So when I look at this list, top assets by market cap, I could see Casper really take over most of these top assets by market cap. I could see Casper really just below Bitcoin or just above Bitcoin. Anything could happen, but it's not going to happen overnight. It's going to take a long period of time, and it's going to take hard work. It's going to take conviction. It's going to take belief, like it did. Like Casper came from zero, as Travelan said. Casper came from 0 to billions in market cap, and Casper can do the same. It can go from billions to trillions in market cap. Nothing is impossible, and everything can happen. And I could see if Casper continues to become community driven, if Casper continues to become innovative, like creative, we could see Casper really take over most of the cryptocurrencies. Now, so when you look at the price of Casper, you can see that Casper went to 0.13, but now Casper is at 0.08. Now, for the people who are crying about the price, I think it's really funny. Like, if I'm giving you an opportunity to buy, why are you crying about the opportunity? Instead of taking this opportunity happily, most of the people are crying about the prices. And this is because people are so emotionally attached to the investment. Maybe they are overexposed, or maybe you lack a lot of conviction. Like, Casper is going to explode. This is something that is for sure. I really believe it. And this is not financial advice, as I always say. And I won't force my conviction into you, but you just have to go and read. You just have to go and research Casper and just research other cryptocurrencies. And look how Casper is positioned differently. Look how Casper is different from other cryptocurrencies. And you're going to get one answer. Casper is positioned and programmed to dominate the future, with a lot of cryptocurrencies being launched right now, with a lot of cryptocurrencies claiming to be the next Bitcoin, claiming to be the future payment system. You can see exactly that Casper is the only proof of work decentralized cryptocurrency that follows the same vision as Bitcoin, but it does it in a different way. It does manage to scale it. Back in 2013, these people had a vision. These people saw the bottlenecks of Bitcoin. Bitcoin could not scale. So people decided to take this as their mission, and I think they achieved this by creating Casper. Casper is one of the cryptocurrencies that most of the people are not yet aware of. And as you can see, the price of Casper is just playing around here in the low levels. But I think in the future, you're not going to see these prices. These are the prices that people are going to be praying for. But you have an opportunity to stack more. You have an opportunity to get more Casper. Don't play with this opportunity. Don't complain. Just look at these prices as an opportunity to stack more Casper. So this is it for today. Let me know what you think in the comment section down below. And if you like the video, don't forget to hit the like. Don't forget to subscribe. It really helps spread these videos to a lot of people. And thank you for watching. See you in the next episode.